Hello, I hope you're all having a good day wherever you are. Yesterday, I did a post about going back to the basics, like whatever you started, whether it's going back to employment, going back home to be with your kids or to take care of relative, family, starting a business, starting a non-profit organization. Uh, there's a vision and a mission why you started this, but along the line we always tend to lose ourselves or tend to fall away from the path that we started. And it just came to me yesterday, and I was thinking, well, before I was going to work, because I was praying and sometimes I pray for my leads because I work in sales, and as a salesperson, every salesperson, whatever is on their mind is, how am I going to close that lead? They might take you to lunches, fancy dinners, entertain 1 hour calls, just saying yes and laughing to the jokes. But in their mind, they're thinking, oh, I'm closing it, I'm closing it, I'm closing it. But I was thinking, do we sometimes lose ourselves and take advantage of people so that we only see them for the things we want to get from them? I know sometimes this happens. I know of people who I've been in engagements, community groups where people just walked out and said, "There's nothing for me here, so I'm out," because I want to be in a place where I can see what I'm getting out of it, and they simply just walked out. It makes sense because time is money. You don't want to waste your time in something when you don't see the benefit of it. For some people, and in all our lives, it's always easy to see people for the things they can benefit us from, like the things that we can benefit from them. And Paul reminds us in Philippians 2:1-11. I won't read everything. This is just verse 3. In humility, value others above yourselves, not looking to your own interest, but each of you to the interests of others. Also, do not do anything out of selfish ambition or vain conceit. Rather, in humility, that's the beginning of the verse that I was reading. So it clearly says, don't look for your own benefit, like for your own interest, but for the interest of others. So that's why I asked you, whatever it is you started, a nonprofit, going back home, going back to work, there's something you wanted to fulfill, like a service. Of course, the reward, like payment, like salary and all that, comes afterwards, but there's a vision why you wanted to do that. And my encouragement today was like, let's not lose it. Let's not forget why we all started, what we started. Let's not forget focusing on the service to others. So like I said, I work in sales, and we are always focusing on, oh, am I closing that deal? What is it I need to do to close it? Because I've seen their need. And as salespeople, like, that's why I wanted to give this encouragement today. We always look at that loophole of that need the lead has, the customer has, and then we want to really maximize on it and really paint a picture of what they're lacking so that you can come in with your, like, boom, this is what I want to sell to you. I'm so grateful that I work in a company where the vision stays. As a salesperson, if you want to go do ridiculous things, you're grounded, you're brought back in line as, no, in this company, we want to do good in integrity, of course, pay the bills. And that's where I wanted to come into, because as much as I work in sales, work for a company that is for sale, it's in sales, which also has an NGO on the side, practically to just give without expecting. We are a sales company, and you and I work so that we can get money to sustain and, do the things we do in this world. So as much as I'm saying do not take advantage, I'm also encouraging us to not lose the focus, to help and to serve. But also, as we make money, how do you make it, Proverbs 10:9. Whoever walks in integrity walks securely, but he who makes his ways crooked will be found out. Matthew 7:12. So whatever you wish that others would do to you, do it also to them. So as much as, because we are doing kingdom business, you want to make your life to the service of others, but also you don't want to, like, those, in the beginning I was like this, like with the business I started, you feel bad to put prices on things, you feel bad to put a value on items, and you're like, I don't think this is not good. That's not what I'm saying. That is actually wrong. So I was actually doing it the wrong way, because I was not putting enough money to pay the people who have worked hard on that, so then you go on a loss. But here I am saying, do it in integrity. Do it in integrity. Stand so that you can look back and see, okay, I made money, but I did not lose my way. I did not lose my way why I started this. Because as we are doing a kingdom business, we are children of God. All wealth is His. He has given us everything we need for this life, But He's the one who's also saying, ask Him for the heathens. So he knows what he wants us to ask for from Him, because every other thing He has given unto us. And that's why Hebrews 13:5 says, keep your life from the love of money and be content. That's why, you keep yourself from the love of money by being content with what you have. And I don't mean, like from the last video we did, why Christians don't want to take up positions. No, we're not saying wealth is bad, but it's the love of wealth. That excitement you have from seeking it, that is what is the problem. It's not the wealth, because wealth also comes as a result of faith. You trusting God because you needed a financial breakthrough, and it comes. That is not bad, Are you content? And content is not in laziness, like, I just have this, so I'll just sit, no, you have to strive for excellence, but in that, ask God to align your wishes and your desires with His will. And what does the Bible say with this, whatever you're seeking? Because if you're faithful with a little, you'll be trusted with more. And that is also with serving others, not just material wealth, but even as a missionary, as you go forth. Are you faithful with that one person you're ministering to? As a person with an orphanage, are you faithful with that one child that you've started with? Or widows, anything that you've purposed to do? Ask God to let it all aligns to His will, He's asked us to commit His ways to Him, and He will establish our thoughts, so that every time we're thinking, every time we're dreaming, every time we are putting our vision boards down, we are like, God, I invite you here to please let this align with your will, that if it's going to hinder me, so if wealth or this thing that I'm seeking is going to hinder your will, then take it out. These are some of the prayers we need to pray. You seek it and you tell God, if it's gonna hinder your presence, chop it off, as His word says. Because He has made everything. Proverbs 16:3-4. The Lord has made all for Himself. Yes, even the wicked for the day of doom. So He has made everything, the gold, the silver. So let's seek His counsel, because it's all His. It's all His. We need to trust Him, because Jeremiah 17:5, cursed is the man who trusts in man, because that is flesh. We are trusting in flesh instead of trusting in the one who holds everything, the one who is powerful. So, as in sales, it's always tit for tat. So I look at the problem, I see it, I get their money, I give them their service. But we are being called to do the extra mile. So as even me as a salesperson, I strive to, of course, see the need in my client's organization, present the solution to them, be rewarded for that, paid for that, but go exceeding and say, hey, I'd love to throw this into it, I'd love to, call randomly and just see how people are doing, pay attention to what they say, or if they were having a bad day, or if they're talking about family, check on them. Just don't see them as like money, like it's tit for tat. Like, oh, I got my money, I pay them, I send them the item, it's so that it's done. No, let's go the extra mile. God has called us even as unqualified people, because he uses the unqualified to put to shame the strong. He uses the weak to put to shame the strong, and the foolish to put to shame the wise. And that's in Corinthians 1:27. So as we go forth, remember, is there anything too hard for the Lord to do? No. So there's no limit to what he can do. Let us ask him for the kingdom, ask him for the heathen, and ask him that we can lead lives that are of kingdom principles. Let's seek to live in the fullness of his blessings, and the talents that he bestows to us. Let us seek to, exceed in this, because he's able to do, exceeding and abundantly above all that we can imagine, and I just wanted to do this encouragement because we've been encouraging ourselves for those who are waiting for anything, for jobs especially, or to start out something new, and then you feel stuck, like, should I ask for excellence? What if it comes rushing in? How do we deal with this? Because we've seen that, the money is the root of all evil, because wealth can hinder faith. It can be a hindrance to you trusting God and to you having faith that God is the one who does things. But also we have seen that wealth in itself can come as a result of faith. But we've seen that wealth itself is not the problem. The problem is that seeking and striving for it, that hunger, that unhealthy hunger for it. That is an encouragement for today. A little bit different, but hey, we are kingdom workers. We are, we have been called to serve him wherever we are in all platforms. So don't be afraid of wealth, but don't go running for it. Just strive to be excellent in everything you do, and ask him for what he has asked us to ask from him. That is the kingdom, and every other thing will be added unto us. Have a beautiful day. Bye-bye.